Welcome to What You Up To Now, day 2512. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting journey originally as I left corporate America and owning my own businesses in different industries, lots of different industries, and came online following my divorce. Long story, nobody wants to hear about. I was old enough to retire, but I didn't really want to be done yet, and I'd always been curious about the internet. So I hopped on, jumped into some things, tested, tweaked, tried a lot of things, many of which failed. A lot of people won't tell you that they try a lot of stuff and the vast majority of it fails. You know, the old Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. Guess what? That applies to everything in our life. If we look at it statistically and pay attention, we will see that, 80% of the things we do give us, or 20% of the things we do give us 80% of the results. 80% of the things we do give us zero results or actually cause us to go backwards. Topic for another day. So today we are talking about yesterday, today, and for the next 7 days, the different areas of the life framework. And we're doing an audit on them. I came up with a process called the REPLIG, and that stands for Review, Audit, Progress, Lessons Learned, Impact on Other Life Framework Areas or other areas of our business. And G stands for our goal for next year. What are we going to do next year to continue our growth, specifically with respect to spiritual growth? Because that's what we're talking about today. We're going back as part of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge, and we're applying all those 6 steps of the RAPLIC process to the area of spiritual growth. We covered that in March. So we'll go back to March. We'll look at our notes from March, all the different tools and topics that we discussed, the lessons that we learned. We'll capture those, and then we'll think about our progress, and we'll audit what worked, what didn't work, what do we want to do going forward, so we don't just let go of the different areas and aspects of our life. We continue to set goals in those areas, or whatever framework works for you as an individual. I like the 9-part life framework, used it since 2021 now. Used to be a 7-part life framework, so I've used that one for decades, like since the 1980s. But in 2021, following the pandemic, I added confidence and communication as core skills and core goal areas that I want to improve for the rest of my life. I don't want to, it's not like there's very few things in our life that are like a one and done, right? We don't do something once and then never ever do it again. It's like, I don't bake a cake or brownies. I made brownies yesterday with my granddaughter once and never do them again. We do them over and over and over again. And even after we perfect that recipe and that process and the thing that we're doing, we continue to do that in many instances for the rest of our life. Why? Because it works for us. Why would we not want to do the things that work for us and make our life run smoothly over and over and over again? That's my personal philosophy. So we're talking about spiritual growth today with respect to both our annual challenge and supersizing and growing our business. And I contend that a lot of people don't think or believe that our businesses have a spiritual component, not a religious, I didn't say religious component, a spiritual component, meaning they have an energy of their own, a personality of their own. It's why they're considered a separate entity, right? Think about even something as simple as social media. Our Facebooks have the ability to create different identities. Well, our business has an identity of its own, just like we individually each have identities of our own in the business. And guess what? Some of us have multiple identities. We won't even get into that. Think of the movie Sybil. It's probably before most of your time. All right. So if you want to know more about the RAPLIG process, we're going to be covering it for the next 7 days. If you have any questions about anything else, either business or life framework related or Let's Grow Annual Challenge related, please don't hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for. And I guarantee if you have the question and are brave enough to ask, there are literally thousands, if not tens of thousands of people that are having the exact same question as you are right now. So get your question answered, because then that puts that spiritual energy out into the world of the question being answered. Asking is one of the hardest things I ever have had to learn to do. It's still a challenge for me to ask for help, to ask for anything. But I know that if I don't ask, the answer is always no. All right. Again, ask if I can help you. Great. Otherwise, have an absolutely fabulous day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.